guys? It's your boys, Cheese Fries,
and Darn Balls,
and Rusty.
Alright, so the first topic we're going to talk about is our recap of the May 23rd meet, the thing you guys have all been waiting for. So, first thing we're going to talk about is the night before the meet. So, what do you guys got to say about the meet?
We ate pizza, couldn't sleep.
Yeah, we were up until like 2 a.m. maybe. 3 a.m.
And the meet was at 8 o'clock, bros.
Yeah, so we probably got maybe a good 4 or 5 hours of sleep even after that, you know.
Yeah, we ate a big pizza. Didn't
Shit
finish
was like
it at
this
all.
big.
But
This wide.
the thing I was really thinking about right before the meet when I was sleeping is how my lifts were gonna go. I was really nervous since it was pretty much my first meet, but I don't know how you guys were feeling.
I was feeling pretty nervous too. I honestly don't know how my squat warm-ups are gonna go. That's what got me the most nervous. I mean, what about you, man?
I was hella nervous. Cut 7 pounds of water in one day, felt like shit. And I'll get to that later.
Yeah, and for me, during weigh-ins, I had to drink a whole gallon of water and eat like 10 pieces of bread just to make weight. But,
For me, I made weight easily. I weighed 156, no problem.
Alright, so you guys want to move to the next topic?
Yeah,
let's go.
Alright, so next topic is the morning of when we arrived. So when we arrived, there was a little brief meeting to go over our heights and everything, and they were just talking to us about what the standards were, like the rules, and just telling us like what they were going to be looking for. So what do you guys got to say about that?
Well, after they finished going over the rules, they went a little over. I mean, it was fine and anything, but we basically pretty much started on time. The way it went in the beginning was all the women went first, did their warm-ups and all that. And what we thought between the three of us, I thought it was the lifts were going to go one after the other. But in fact, they're going to go through all the women first and then all the men next.
Yeah,
for the
because
squat first.
there was like what, 3 flights?
Two
And
flights.
we were in the
Two
first 2
flights.
flights. So basically, all the women, starting with the lowest weight class, went first, and they just went through. So
Yeah, they
all
went
the
through
women
for
went
squats up to the men to the 181 class, and it was divided into 2 sessions. Women from the lightest weight class, I believe 114, to men's 181 raw, competed in the morning up to about noon to 1 p.m.
Yep.
And then men's 198 and above competed around 1 p.m. to whenever it ended.
What do you guys say, boy? Just give them some a little bit of feedback of what you think of when we arrived.
When we arrived, alright, this boy had to use the bathroom really bad.
Yep.
And
Took like 2 shits because I was really nervous.
I was pretty nervous. There's only one guy in my weight class, and
Believe it or not, he's a really chill dude.
we
So
thought
shout out to Dane Sorensen.
shout out to that guy. Gave me dirty looks, but at the end, you know, he was a pretty cool guy. And
Pretty strong. He was pretty strong.
we're gonna see him in October, hopefully. And when I went in there, I trained at the gym for about. We trained there the week before the meet, the Friday before the meet, and
Let's just say that Texas bar made a big difference.
yeah, Texas bar made a big
Compared to
difference.
the stiff bars.
Yeah. So you wanna?
All right. So next topic. Let's talk about our warm-ups. How they went.
Are you gonna go first?
My warm-ups, they felt pretty good from each lift. Like right before each lift, we got to warm up. My squats, that's the first thing we'll talk about. My warm-ups were pretty good. They were feeling, I was pretty much hitting depth every time, and they weren't like too heavy. They were pretty light. And then come to my first lift, went up pretty easy, 305, and then my second attempt was 320 something, I think. I think it was 325, and then the last attempt was 340. Was easy, but I got depth checked, even though it seemed like I hit parallel. But the judges were being really strict. So, what do you got to say about your lifts?
For me, warm-ups went pretty well. All the way up to, I want to say, 295. That's my last warm-up. Went up pretty fast. And then my opener was 315. Went up faster than I thought. My second attempt was 340. Then went up pretty fast. And then for my third final attempt, I want to say a very, very mild grinder at 355, a 20-pound PR from my Gym Max. So overall, my squats, my 3 for 3 is good.
It's good, bro. Good. What about you, Rusty?
All right, so what they didn't talk about was warm-ups. So me and his friend Julian, we rushed our warm-ups and squat because we didn't know
Yeah, that's right.
we didn't know that the flight was going like, we thought it was going like back to back to back to back, but so we warmed up really really fast. So it took us like 5 minutes to go to the bar to like 315, and then there's still a bunch of wait time in between.
Yeah,
so,
we had about, after we finished warming up, we had maybe at most 15 minutes before it was actually our turn to go.
Yeah. So I warmed up with 315 about 3 times, and then I went in for my opener, did 370. Then of course it was easy because I practiced it, and the next one was 380, my second attempt, and I thought I went deep enough, but I guess I didn't. So I tried 380 again for my third attempt, just so I wouldn't fail the next one if I went higher. And then I went as low as possible with my wide stance, but I don't have a wide stance anymore. Well, I'll talk about that later. But got 380, and then that was it. On to bench.
Yeah, that rush probably fucked us up a little bit just because we're us being rookies, first time meet.
Yeah, I think the adrenaline got to us. We didn't really anticipate how quick everything would move. So, you know.
Also, there was like 100 people in there, and we had like 6 squat racks to share.
Yeah,
Wasn't
so,
it like one of the biggest meets they've hosted so far?
Yeah, biggest to date, I think. So let's move on to bench.
All right, so bench. For me, I was really unhappy with my bench. I thought I was gonna hit at least 225, but the weights are feeling heavy from my first attempt. It was based on because when we did the Candido training program, we were only pausing on the last rep of each set. So come meet time, it was more of a grinder because the weights are just feeling heavy. So now we're always doing pause reps like I talked about in one of the videos before. So now it's going to be easier when it comes to meet time. So what do you guys got to say?
Warm-ups went pretty well. I think I had more in me, to be honest, in my third attempt. My attempts were 200, 205, and 210. I feel like for my second attempt, if I went straight to 210, it would have been easier for me to determine if I could have gone more, which I know I could have. Probably 220, but it would have been a grinder. And I kind of wish I attempted it, but there's always next time.
Oh yeah, I'll talk about my.
Oh yeah, you talk about his attempts too. You forgot.
So my opener, unfortunately, got red lighted because my ass came up. It was 205. So then I went for it again for my second attempt, got it easy, and then third attempt was 210. It felt heavier than I expected, but I still got it. So for a pause, that was my PR. So I was pretty happy with that part, but I was expecting more weight than 210. I wanted to get close to the mid 200s with my my bench. So Rex.
All right, so due to the fact that I had to cut 8 pounds of water in one day, my bench already sucked. So I performed really bad, and all right, this is how the warm-ups were. I couldn't get a bench for like 10 minutes, and I only had like 5 minutes to go on the platform. So I warmed up within 3 minutes, hit 225 for about 5 reps, and they already felt bad. And due to me not having any water or creatine in my system, I couldn't really hydrate well after the weigh-ins. It was just really hard to eat and drink any fluid. So my body didn't have time to recover and recuperate. So my first attempt was 250, which I did at the gym when I was about 189 body weight. Hit it really easy, but then the first attempt, it went really slow, and second attempt, 260. Didn't get it up. Third attempt, 260 again. Didn't get it up again. So let's just say I'm practicing more on pausing my reps, like what he said, and let's just hope that in October for our next meet, I hit the 290-ish, 315-ish at a 165 body weight.
All right, so let's move on to
181. That was a joke.
let's move on to deadlifts. So deadlifts probably my strongest lift out of the whole meet. I was really happy with it. Warm-ups went up really fast. I was happy with my warm-ups. So my first attempt was 405, went up really fast. I was happy with the speed, my lockout. Second attempt was 425. That was easy too. And then third attempt 440, which was a 30-pound PR. Really happy with it. Came up speed off the ground, was really good. So overall, I was really happy with my deadlift. I thought I trained my deadlift pretty hard, and turned out pretty good. Had a good result. So what do you think?
Yeah, my deadlifts went pretty well as well. Warm-ups were solid. My opener was 405, just like Cheese over here. And my second attempt was 410. I think I went a little too conservative on my second attempt because there's only 5 pounds up from my opener, and that felt just as fast as my opener. So I feel like I should have jumped from 405 to like 420 to 425, not 405 to 410. And my third attempt, which was a 15-pound PR from the gym, was 430. And like I said, on my second attempt, it felt super easy, and 430 felt just as easy. And I feel like I had at least 445 in me. There's always next time, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so deadlift is my favorite. Alright, so deadlift is my favorite out of the big three, and warm-ups felt really good. Felt really good with the Texas deadlift bar. Hoping Alvin gets one, but anyways, I warmed up 135, 225, 315, and I did 405. By the time I had 405, there was about 2 people in front of me until I had to be on the platform, so I did 405 for about 3 reps. Really easy, hook grip. And my opener was a 450, and believe it or not, I missed my opener because I went up and then I shifted far forward and then dropped the bar. So they thought that I didn't wait for them to tell me to put the bar down, but went forward. And then second attempt 470. I knew I could hit more than that, so I didn't go to 450 again. So I did 470. Smoked it easily, and then that made my adrenaline better and boosted my confidence way up. And then after that, these boys told me I should do the 500, which was my end of the year goal.
You want that
500,
so might as well.
So went up to the bar, got super hella hype. In the next video, I'll show you that. Pulled it about right above my knees, and then I had a really hard time locking out my glutes and my back. So they already gave me 2 red lights before my lift was even done. I still locked it out, and then that was it. I had a torn pinky, which I'm suffering from right now because of the hook grip. And let's just say in October, 500 is going to be my opener.
Yeah. For me, October, can't wait to kick some ass in October. I got some high expectations for myself. I want to hopefully hit 500 on the deadlift, and my bench press mid 200s paused. I'm gonna kick that shit's ass. And my squat coming for 405. So meet in October, that shit's going down. What do you gotta say?
For the October meet, I'm actually going 50-50 on that because my bench performance isn't really going so well right now. Hopefully after this 5-3-1 program I'm doing, which is my first time doing it, maybe it'll significantly get a little higher. We'll see though. It's July, so we still got about 3 months to train. If my bench doesn't go up in 3 months, then that's really disappointing, but I know it's going to. But I just gotta really dedicate myself. I gotta eat more and train hard.
With me.
Train hard, you know.
Pretty much what these guys said. Train hard, lift smart, don't get any injuries. And for October, I'm planning to hit at least 50 or at least like 50 or 60 more pounds on my total, because I ended with an 11-10 total, which I'm not happy about, especially at my body weight. But I'm cutting right now, so I don't have to cut weight for the meet, so I can just come in there fresh. So my lifts won't be as shitty as they were 2 months ago. So yeah, big things to come, bros, right?
Yep, big things to come, boys.
And one more thing. Shout out to Omar Esau for the nice Rascal Apparel shirt. It's dope.
Too bad me and my boy over here are wearing our ape shirts, but we got the tanks. Today's the 4th of July, so wish everybody over there on the camera that's watching this happy 4th of July. Alright guys, so catch you guys in the actual meat footage. Hope you guys enjoyed this little conversation we had with you guys. So
it wasn't awkward.
Comment, rate, subscribe. Peace, guys.
Comment, rate, subscribe. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. My boy Rusty Kong. I love boxing 29.